Most people think stray cats are just survivors, scrappy little creatures who wander through life looking for their next meal. They couldn't be more wrong. Sometimes, the smallest, most unassuming animals carry the biggest stories of resilience and transformation. This isn't just about a cat that went from rags to riches. No, this is about an abandoned soul who became the king of his own castle. What if I told you that comfort and safety aren't always found where we expect? That the greatest turnarounds often begin in the loneliest, most forgotten corners? And what if I told you that this cat's journey holds a mirror up to your own life, revealing lessons most people will never learn? The kind that can change how you see yourself, your struggles, and your potential, starting today. So, if you've ever felt overlooked, underestimated, or stuck in a place you didn't belong, lean in. Because the story you're about to hear doesn't just inspire, it dares you to believe that your own transformation might already be in motion, right under your nose. They say some eyes carry stories, and his were like an old book, the kind you open and instantly smell the yellowed pages. Every time he locked eyes with someone, it felt as if he was scanning not just the soul, but also the thoughts the person tried to keep hidden, even from themselves. Anyone who met that gaze felt a strange mix of fascination and unease, like stumbling upon a song that feels as though it was written just for you. And oddly enough, few managed to look away before being read by him. It wasn't just the color, an emerald so deep it reminded you of moss under the fading light of dusk, but the way he blinked slowly, as if weighing secrets that would never be told. Some say a gaze like that can't be learned, it's born with the creature, carrying the weight of experiences either lived or inherited. In old village tales, cats like him were believed to be silent messengers between worlds. The strangest part? Without uttering a sound, he somehow always seemed to answer questions no one dared to speak aloud. One old resident swore he had seen that very same cat decades ago, sitting on the exact same wall, watching the same streets, as if time itself had no hold over him. The problem, the man said, isn't that he's lived so long, it's what he's seen in all that time. And so, the legend grew. Every glimmer in his eyes was said to be a fragment of a secret life, a life one might only understand if they followed him back to the place where it all began. The mansion had been empty for years, its windows clouded with dust and its doors stubborn with rust. Most folks avoided it, claiming it had an air that watched you back, but for him, it became a sanctuary. Inside, the silence wasn't oppressive, it was alive, humming with whispers of old stories trapped between the peeling wallpaper and creaking floorboards. In the grand hallway, a cracked mirror reflected more than just his image. It seemed to show him as he could be, not just as he was. Room by room, the cat explored as if retracing steps from a life he had once lived. In the library, shelves bowed under the weight of forgotten books, some still open to pages mid-read. He would curl up on a velvet armchair, the fabric threadbare but warm, like a memory refusing to fade. It was here he learned the power of stillness, of watching before acting, skills any creature, human or not, could use to navigate the chaos outside. In the attic, he discovered an old trunk, half buried under moth-eaten blankets. Inside lay faded photographs of people whose eyes held a peculiar resemblance to his own, sharp, knowing, almost ancient. Was it coincidence, or was there a bloodline that wove him into the history of this place? Every object he found, every scent in the air, seemed to give him pieces of himself he hadn't known were missing. The mansion didn't just shelter him, it shaped him. It gave him a kind of quiet strength, the kind that doesn't need to roar to be felt. And while it was a place of solitude, it was also where something unexpected began to stir, something that would soon spill beyond those dusty walls. She never planned on keeping him. At first, he was just a shadow slipping through her garden, a quiet visitor who seemed to vanish as quickly as he appeared. But on nights when her mind felt heavy and her chest tight, he'd sit by her side without asking for anything, no food, no petting, just his silent, unwavering presence. Strangely enough, those nights began to feel lighter, as if the weight she carried had been quietly shared. The truth was, he had a gift, one he didn't seem to realize he possessed. Some creatures heal with words, others with touch. He healed with a simple gaze or the gentle rhythm of his breathing beside you. When she struggled to sleep, he'd curl up near her feet, his purr vibrating softly like a lullaby older than time. Science might call it calming frequencies, but she preferred to think of it as something deeper, something sacred. Over time, her friends noticed changes she couldn't see in herself. She laughed more, her voice carried warmth again, and she walked with a lighter step. When they asked what had shifted, she'd shrug and mention a little company in the evenings, never realizing just how profound that company was. He wasn't trying to fix her, he was simply there, and somehow that was enough to mend cracks she thought would never close. He didn't know it, but his quiet magic would touch others too. One day, someone else, someone in even greater need, would cross his path, and the unspoken healing would begin again. But that's the thing about gifts like his, they rarely stay in one place for long. Now, as we reach the end of this extraordinary tale of transformation and resilience, I invite you to reflect on your own journey. What lessons can you take from our feline hero's story? Are there areas in your life where you feel a sense of untapped potential, just waiting for the right moment to unfold? How can you create spaces of calm, reflection, and growth in the midst of your own personal challenges? Remember, just like the humble cat who found his kingdom, your own path to transformation might be hidden in unexpected places. It's a reminder that every step forward, no matter how small, can lead to a profound change. So, why not take charge today? Embrace the possibility that your own story holds the power to inspire and heal, not just yourself, but those around you. If you found inspiration in this story and want to continue exploring themes of growth and transformation, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Activate the notifications so you never miss an opportunity to learn and grow with us. Your journey to a brighter future starts here, and we can't wait to be part of it.